Good morning and welcome to Farming Simulator 2017 with me, Stockoglaws. This is the Platinum Edition, and yeah, it's morning. As you can see, it's 7:15 in the morning, bright and early and bushy-tailed. Okay, so we have finished harvesting field number 2. So we're going to be starting harvesting the soybeans now. I still think the sugarcane's still growing. So what we'll do is we'll lash you in to start harvesting the sugarcane. The soybeans, and yeah, brilliant. And while he's doing that, we are here at the shop, and we are going to buy something. Now, I'm still recording this just after the last episode, and I'm thinking, well, I'll send this here because I know I need to buy something. I know what it is. It's a plough. So we need to buy ourselves a plough. What mods have we got? I don't want to spend too much on a plough because we're not going to use it a lot. But again, I don't want them spending ages. Yeah, you need 180 horsepower. We just haven't got that available. Actually, what horsepower is our 145? Yeah, so we haven't got that available. That's no problem. So that one do it quite well. That's way out of our league. So what's that one? That one is a 2 meter. That one's 2 meter. I think we'll go with the Very Master. Yeah, that needs quite a lot of horsepower. So does that one. 1.9, 80 horsepower. Yeah, no, I'll go with a Very. Okay, so we're actually gonna buy this one. There we go. And we've also had a bit of because we've gone past midnight. We've had a bit more maintenance fees and loan costs. But yeah, that field number 2 took us a good while to harvest. Let's put those beacons on. Yeah, it took us a good while to harvest, but we managed to get it done. And we haven't ploughed that field. We're losing 10% of our crop, so we do need to plough it. So I'll get Ewan started on the ploughing. Sorry, Zachary starting on the ploughing while Ewan is harvesting the soybeans. And yeah. We'll help unload, and during the unloads we're going to do some selling as well, set up some horseplay. So yeah, plenty to do this episode. I love harvest day, it's great. So looking for when the sugar canes are fully grown and we can learn about that. We've got quite a funky machine which they've given us right from the start on order to harvest the sugar cane. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. And having the bigger trailer really does help. You know, it was certainly a help with the selling side of things. It certainly helps just having the tractor on the field for a lot longer, which is always a good thing. Okay, so we're back. Okay, off you go then, Zachary. That's it, keep your beacons on. And when he's harvested that, we are going to join the fields together. Now, if you remember, I've already ploughed that field once, I believe. So it doesn't need planning for another 2 harvests. I think it's 3 harvests the ploughing lasts for. So by the time we've done this, it's going to take a good while to do this big field. But it's going to be worth it. At 10% per harvest accumulates, you know, so you get 3 harvests full. So 30% of our crop, we get extra 30% crop for doing it. Happy days. Okay. So let's go over to the field and quickly unload Ewan. And then we'll go for a wander and see, because How much? Okay, canola. We're looking for just over 40,000 litres, which is great. So we'll look to sell that. Transport company has got a is putting some good money there, so we can actually sell that to the not sell it, but we can actually store it at the grain elevator 3, which we've already got maps on our course play. And you can see some. You see how we're using the trailer. Obviously, it's getting filthy. It was nice and clean when we bought it. Let's get up there and get you and working still. So Zachary has played enough of that field. We'll get him going. And we'll start cultivating it as well. So yeah, we've got plenty to do working these 2 fields. So I haven't looked at where soybeans or what they're worth. But it looks like you don't get much yield with the soybeans, so I'm guessing they're a high value. Let's have a look. Yeah, they are high value. Not as high as it's higher than canola, especially at the bakery for the soybeans. So, which is great. Oops! Just nudge me out of the way. Lovely soybean. I keep calling it soybean. Is it soybean or is it soybean? I'm not sure. Like I say, I haven't really played around with this crop very much in all my channel, or all my let's plays, or even when I've been playing this game by myself. I haven't really had much experience with it. So what we'll do with you is just pick up the cultivator. Actually, there's probably no point because we're going to seed straight away, and the seeder will cultivate. No, it won't cultivate. It will fertilise. So yeah, we do need the cultivator. That's fine. So I don't think the drill will cultivate as well. I think it literally will just drill. I think this tractor's powerful enough. Yeah, I tell you, this utility tractor just surprises me more and more. Let's turn that beacon on. We'll do some farming. Yeah, bit of cultivating with the utility tractor. Yeah, I think it is struggling. When we're only at 4 or 5 miles an hour, and if you see in the bottom right hand corner, you can see where the speed is. You can see 3 red dots, and I think the red dots is, so you're over taxing the engine. I think. I don't know. Somebody can let me know on that. That'd be interesting to find out. But as far as I'm aware, this thing's pulling out okay. It's just it's quite slow. But we don't need to go too quick. We're ploughing and cultivating at the same time while keeping an eye on Ewan, who is harvesting the soybeans. So as long as we don't catch Zachary up, we can get this field up and running fairly quickly. Yeah, it's nice to do a bit of farming ourselves as well, not just leaving it to the workers, Ewan and Zachary. So yeah, when they found out that I bought this farm in South America, somewhere I've always wanted to go, they jumped at the chance, and because I treat them so well and pay them extremely well, they decided to come with me. So that's why you and Zachary are here. Ooh. I forgot. It's on wheels. It's not one of those things that you can pick up. Okay. Brilliant. So I'm trying to be smart in forwarding things and obviously doing things on screen. At the end of the day, this is a farming simulator game, and we are farming, so it's so yeah. So there's going to be certain times when things, you know, it's going to be fairly slow paced. You know, the farm is working, everyone's working, it's all good. But yeah, you can always forward it if you like on the scroll bar. But I'm quite happy going at this pace. There's no rush, is there? You know, we don't need to be millionaires tomorrow. This next time, you know, this time next year we'll be millionaires. That's the plan. As long as we're moving forward, that's all that matters. There we go. Yeah, it looks like the soil looks really good, doesn't it? I don't know. I think is it 2D or 3D? I don't know whether it's a 2D or 3D. It looks 3D. It does look really good. Okay, Ewan's at 62% on the soybeans. Oh, lovely morning. 7:45 in the morning. Got the hills, got the sun. What more do you want? We've got 32,000 to our name. You know, we've upgraded the trailer, bought a plough. I'll tell you what we are going to need is we're going to need a trailer and fill up some, get more seed and fertilizer for sure, because yeah, we are going to be running out. Certainly when we do our next drilling. There we go. So I think we're slowly creeping up on you in there. Let's go unload. Oh, we're gonna miss him. He's gonna turn onto the field. I don't want to drive on the crops. Yeah, I need to see if I can just cut in front. Just drive on the crops a little bit. There we go. Stay, stay. Sometimes it stays, sometimes it doesn't. I don't want to drive on the crops. He might actually make it to the end. He's at 83%, so we might be okay. Let's get this in position ready. Yeah, it's just low yield but high value soybean. So we'll just get that ready. And we'll do one more pass. I think it lifts the front up a bit more. I think we do need a bit more weight on the front. I think that will help out a lot. Unfortunately, it's already got a front weight. I don't think we can put any more other than put a pallet on our forks. Oh gosh. I think that's the only thing we can do. Right, soybeans at 96%. Okay. So having a slightly larger trailer for sort of grain, it just frees you up to do other things, like the cultivating, for instance. Sorry for all the tabbing. And off we go. So we'll probably finish this episode by selling the soybean straight away. So I'm not calling it a soya bean, it's soybean, sorry. And if it makes soya sauce, I love soya sauce. That's probably why I keep saying soybean. I don't know whether soybeans equals soya sauce, but if it does, whoa, I'll plant all my fields with soybean. What I like about the map as well is it's very open, so you're not running into trees all the time. And I suppose with the likes of the sugarcane, you can't, because you need a lot of room. Certainly to seed sugarcane, so that's a good thing that the map is so open, and it helps us also with spraying and things like that. So I touched it in the last episode. I am sort of recording 2 episodes in one here, so I haven't seen any comments, but the more I think about it, the more I think I am going to sort of do the sheep to start with, rather than the cows, and get that up and running. Essentially all you need is a grass field, a cutter, and a water bowser, and I think we're good to go. Now there is pigs on this map, so we can maybe look at pigs as well. Brilliant. Looking good. I do love the look of a ploughed field. I mentioned in the live stream, we've done an American truck live stream the other day. It's on the channel if you'd like to see it. It's and we mentioned about doing llama this year. I will definitely be going. And if you don't know what llama is a agricultural show. I've done a few videos in the past. If you want to have a look back on the channel, of some of the new machines and some new attachments and things that come out. So I will definitely be going. And if you're there, please stop me and say hello. It's always nice to meet you peeps. I don't bite, promise. This is working out really well. So the Inspector's mod is probably one of my favourite mods, to be fair. It's just at a glance you can kind of see what everyone's doing, including yourself. And it just keeps you organised, really. And it stops you and Zachary sort of slacking. Because we don't want that, do we? we don't want any slacking. We're paying them enough. There we go. Now, ploughing is quite expensive. If you think of the wages that we're paying Ewan to plough, I don't know. Somebody must know the math. I'm playing it 5 times. I just think 5 times is a good speed to play at. It's fairly realistic, I suppose. You know, we've been cultivating for a bit, and an hour has passed. I don't know how long it'll take to do this field in real life. So, but yeah, 5 times speed is a pretty good speed for me. Now, I don't know whether it's worth paying the wages that we're paying Zachary to plough this field, or lose 3 times 10% of our crop. I don't know, but it makes sense to plough the field. You know, people do it in real life. There must be a need for it. So put nutrients and turn over the soil. So it's something that we're going to do. But if somebody does know the exact figure, or you know, whether it's worth it in farming sim, then it'd be interesting to know. Please leave the comments down below. That'd be yeah, that'd be something I look forward to seeing. Oh, just driving over somebody else's crop. Whoops. Okay, I'm trying not to miss anything. I'm trying to sort of cultivate it properly. I'm probably going over. Yeah, I'm probably not being super efficient, but it's all alright. So he's just making his way up. Probably want to stop him. Yeah, probably want to do that now. He's flashing his beacon at me. I think this trailer is just slightly too tall. So I'm hoping this soybean sells for a pretty sum. And we're just over 50% full. Brilliant. So at 10,000 litres. It might actually be a trailer load when we come to do it, which is great. And we'll continue. So at the moment I'm concentrating on obviously the new Platinum Edition Farming Simulator which has come out, and as you guys know I haven't been sort of post on the channel for very long, but I mean, looking at some other games to play also which you're interested in. The American Truck Simulator, I think I'm going to do that as a live stream, series. Probably every Sunday. I'll try and do it every Sunday. If I do miss a Sunday, then I will record, because I do want to keep that up. I'm really enjoying some American American Truck Simulator. But as for the other game, I was saying about Air Hauler. I did do a test flight a little bit earlier, and it didn't go so well. So I don't know whether I need a bit more practice, or do you guys just want to see me try and fly a plane? I don't know whether it's something, because what I'd hate to do is people hate on me because I can't do it. But yeah, I'll hear your thoughts on that. There's also Gold Rush, which I enjoy playing. Do you maybe want to see that? I know there's a lot of videos out there at the moment on that, but yeah, if you guys want to see me play that, then I'm more than happy to do that. Or any suggestions, let me know. But yeah, me flying a plane is it is a lot of fun, and I do enjoy it. I get heavily involved, you know. I got the Navigraph charts out, and I get all the charts out. I plan my route and where I'm going. But then when I get in the plane, it's just it just goes wrong. It's normally the landing which causes me trouble. I don't know. I feel like I'm setting up on an ILS approach or something, and it just never ends well. But yeah, for sure, I'm continuing with the Farming Sim series. There's no worries there. Ooh. So I think he's got a couple more passes to finish. And you know, us doing this, it's saving a bit of money. We're not paying another to do this. And then we will need to cultivate the other field. But before we do that, we will join the fields together with the plough. Textures just look so good. There's a couple of farming games coming out soon. I think Pure Farming and another one, Crops and Roots and Crops or something. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys want me to have a look at these and maybe do a showcase of those videos, some gameplay, show you what it's all about. Room for a little one. There we go. But yeah, I do love this little tractor. So useful. It is filthy, but it's so useful. Yeah, I think the cultivator, I think we should leave really to the case tractor over there, not the Massey, but it's fine. He's on his last pass, which is great. It's quite nice, you know, because he's that slightly quicker, we're not really catching him. He's kind of doing 2 rows. And obviously us unloading Ewan's helping as well, so it's quite nice that we're not catching him up. There's a bit of a hill there, it struggled. Okay, he's finished, so let's pop over and unload him. See, he's a helper, it's not cosplay, but he carries the engine running until you get into it and turn him off. It's a bit weird. Oop. So in total, we've harvested 6 hectares, and the one that we just done, I think, is 1.41. That's interesting. Brilliant. Well, we can put this bad boy away until we need it a little bit later. Done as well. And it looks bare. It looks worrying, doesn't it, when it's bare? But what we're going to do is connecting these two fields together. That'll probably be the next episode. But what I do want to do, just to finish off this episode, just as a little treat for everybody watching me go up and down with a cultivator, is we're going to sell off the soybean and see how much we get for nearly a full trailer's worth. I'm good to you guys, and I'm. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, so we've got 12,763 litres of soybean. And let's see where the best place to sell it is. See if anything's changed. Soybean. So it's at the bakery. And the bakery is bottom right. Brilliant. So let's head off to the bakery. Well, I might as well, as Ewan's finished, let's get Ewan doing that. I don't want him catching him up though, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. Looking good. Okay, so the money is ticking down quite fast. I don't know why. They're not using anything, are they? If that's the case, I'm going to stop him. I don't know why that costs so much. Let's just finish off this ourselves quickly. But yeah, the money seems to be ticking down. Maybe it's always been ticking down. I just haven't noticed it. But well, we are putting a lot of labour in. You know, we are paying for quite a bit of labour. There's a lot of work to be done. We can't expect to be done for nothing. So I'll leave you here, and I might finish you off myself at some point. But let's go sell. Sell. Off to the bakery we go. Maybe pick up a few cakes along the way. It'd be rude not to. Is this going to cover? Nope. Actually, thinking about it, we could probably course play it. So let's course play to the bakery. I don't think we've done that as of yet. I don't think we can course play it to the bakery, because the bakery you need to reverse on. So scrap that. Sorry. Let's just go round and round in circles. Yeah, so the bakery is probably the only place we cannot sell to on courseplay, just because you have to reverse. But what you could do is set up a direct route just to drive down towards the bakery and reverse it yourself and then drive it back. But it's alright, we'll take a nice stroll, have a look inside the cab, a bit more quieter. so some random places to put buttons, isn't it? You know, I'll just stick some buttons over there, and you know, put a button over here. Yeah, just seems quite random. And like these two pillars are totally button free, but they decided to put buttons. I don't know, is that normal? Yeah, I suppose you've got one hand on the steering wheel here, I guess, and then use your right hand for all your buttons and levers. I don't know. Never driven a tractor, so just find it quite funny that there's buttons there. Don't know why. Don't know why I find that funny. Another thing we could do is get some chickens, but I don't know. I just think that the return on the chickens, it's a bit of work, isn't it? Having to drive to the chicken place and pick up the eggs. But yeah, probably won't do chickens. We'll see. We do need a pressure washer for sure, because our equipment's getting a bit messy. Yeah, covered in mud. There's no train coming, thankfully. I do want to drive over that bridge. Every time I see the bridge, I just want to get the urge to drive over it. It's a lovely looking bridge. We're nearly there. It's not the fastest tractor to be doing this. I bet the utility Massey Ferguson would be a lot quicker at towing a trailer. Yes, you can see, like in the bottom right, as I was saying earlier, you know, where it says 19 miles an hour. You see the is it 1, 2, 3, the 5 little dots. It's within the green, which means I think that the tractor's within its normal range, if that makes sense. So I do believe those red dots mean that you're overtaxing the engine, but if somebody can confirm that in the comments, that would be great. And here's the bakery. So there's the start point, which you need to sort of reverse. Probably best to do this in this angle. Okay, and then we'll tip and watch that lovely money coming in. Okay, it looks like it's not tipping, but it's just opening the back of the trailer and then it tips. There we go. Oh, it's put us past the 50,000 mark, which is great. So that's 21,000 from that one field. Happy days. Well, brilliant. I won't let you watch me take that back, but in the meantime, we'll see you in the next episode. So thank you very much. My name is Stockoglaws. This is Farming Simulator 2017, the Platinum Edition. Take care and ciao for now.